What's up, Evert?
What's up, Hugo?
Welcome to the Night Watch podcast. You've been a good friend of mine and been a good guy to me. You've been loyal forever. And I told you to pull up. We just got off of work, just got off the plane, and we came straight here. This is new for you. This is new for me too. Don't worry about it.
It's my first podcast, so
hold it together. I'll do
my best. I'll hear
You're
for
good,
you, bro.
We're just gonna chop it up how we always talk.
Thank you, man.
Because people don't know ever, like when we're in the rooms and we got downtime, we talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what other bodyguards do, but we've been in the game so long that we just talk and we talk about like shit that affects us when we get home because we can relate.
100%.
Because you can't relate to people that
nobody understands, bro.
People that don't do this shit can't relate. I can't relate to a soldier to a certain extent, but I can't not relate to a corporate person. Because this is not corporate.
You said it right there, bro. Like it's like you go through all this chaos, like nobody knows because they haven't been there. Like I was a Marine myself, and when they talk about PTSD and stuff. Mm-hmm. But
I think it's the same shit.
It's the same thing. It's a different, different job.
You have it from the Marine side, from the service, right? And then you have it from the bodyguard shit. And I think it's the same thing because we go away and deal with so much shit. And when we come home, we try to be what? How you guys say it's being a civilian, right?
You gotta be, back to normal to being a civilian, like you said it.
Going from 150 miles an hour in the industry to going home to doing like 40 miles or a school zone.
Yeah.
It's a big difference,
It's hard, man.
But before we get into all that shit ever, I want to know, when was the first time we met, bro? So people know. Because we know each other for a long time. And we worked with JB for a long time together, and that's when I think I first met you. Where was that shit at?
Man, we met in 2013, bro.
That's the Believe Tour.
Believe Tour. This guy, Mikey. You remember Mikey?
I know Mikey.
He brought me in, bro, for the South America Believe Tour.
I remember that shit.
I was the advance. So I was the advance. So I flew into DR.
Man, no wonder a lot of things were messed up. Because you guys went ahead first. And
it was my first time, bro. I was learning,
All right,
so anyways, you guys, that was the first time it blew my mind, man. It was a different...
What blew your mind, Evert?
Man, it's hard to explain because imagine going to a different city and having thousands of fans outside the hotel going crazy, like blocking every entrance.
You would go before we go there, right?
I got there before you guys.
There was fans already there?
Of course, bro. They knew you were coming. They're promoting the show.
See, but I didn't get to see that. Exactly. All I got to see was when we got there and shit was already chaos.
I know, but exactly. I got there before you guys. I advanced everything, the hotel, the venue, did the routes, everything, So when you guys
made it easy for us, I swear to God,
course,
bro.
You have to, because imagine going through all that. Imagine getting there through all that chaos, all those fans, and you don't know where to go. Where's your room at? You don't have a room key and stuff like that.
Going in there blind. Yeah.
We're there for that, Advance everything, everything's set up for you guys. So when you guys come, bring us right in, the smoothest, easiest way possible.
I didn't know you was there. I thought I met you before that.
No.
But I did see you there, though. I remember seeing you all the fucking time.
Once you got him into his room and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. We met in the lobby. We're talking. Man, you're Hugo, I'm Evert, blah, blah. You're cool, super cool, man. Super cool guy. You thought I was cool? Since day one, bro. The same person you are today. The same guy.
I'm never gonna change,
cool as fuck, man.
I'm never gonna change. I remember Mikey, right? Mikey used to, this is the team that's gonna be with us. I don't know what country it was, but I remember meeting everybody there. You know what I'm saying? And I remember seeing you there, and I'm like, okay, this motherfucker. I don't know if he's taking juice or not, but he's big as hell. But I remember seeing you there. I thought I met you before, but I didn't know you was part of the advance. And the advance team that people don't know in the bodyguard world is that it helps us so much, bro. Because we're going into a whole different city, hotel, blind.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nothing.
And we're already going with one of the biggest artists in the world. That
the biggest,
it's chaos
bro.
already. The minute we land, it's already chaos. So by the time we get to the hotel, people already know we're coming. It's chaos. But the team that's already there makes it easier for us if it's a good team. And the team that we had for the Believe Tour, it was amazing, bro. Because that saved us so much. On that point,
what people don't understand, it's so much chaos because this is the only time he's gonna be in that country. This is the only time
they get to see him.
They get those. He's there for 2 days. You get 2 days to go to that city, to that hotel,
to see
him,
the best,
to try to see him,
to see the artist that you looked up to. Yeah.
So it's nuts, man. It's like
crazy, bro.
It's like a zombie movie. Like so many people. Like
bro,
imagine,
that's what I said.
Going
I
out,
said that.
Going
Zombie.
out the hotel, you can. It's like they're
There's
pushing
nowhere
the
to
car.
go. You can't trust.
It's insane.
I said this before. Like, you can't trust the staff. Even though we have a briefing with the staff, hey, no pictures, no none of this. But when they see the artist, whoever artist it is that we're going there with, they lose their mind. They lose their mind, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take their phone. It's like you got to snap them out of it. I call it like when they fanned out. They in La La Land. They don't. You can be a big ass man. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
When you fanned out, you're not there no more.
Nobody.
You literally got to shake them.
Yep.
You gotta shake them up. Be like, yo, wake up. Like, slap them up. Wake up.
We found people hiding in trunks, hiding in the parking lot of the hotel in trunks. Little girls,
suffocating themselves.
Little girls, bro, with the mom hiding in the trunk.
Because they're all
just
fans.
to try to catch him coming out.
Yeah.
It was insane, bro.
I get it, bro. I never seen nothing like it, bro.
I know. It blew my mind. It's like you going from like a normal life, like regular life, to this world with
chaos.
With chaos and
but
people.
I call it the fantasy world, bro.
It's a fantasy world, and people going nuts over somebody else. It's like it blew my mind. I was like,
they see
wow.
them. It's because they see them on TV. They see them on TV. They hear the music. They never get to actually see them in person.
Exactly. That's
and when
the
they
only
see them
time.
in person,
That's the only chance they get.
When they see them in person, all what they hear, what they see on TV, it all comes full circle, and they're like, "Oh man, he's right in front of me." And they snap.
I know.
And we know a lot of those fans, which now I ran into a lot of them now when they got older, and they're like, "Hey, I'm not like that no more." I'm like, "It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, it's normal.
It's normal. It's
and we've seen
human.
it. You know the first or the last one. We've seen it.
We've seen everything, but that's when I first met you.
That's
I guess,
the first time
right?
we met. Yeah.
And then
throughout South America. The South America tour.
That was a crazy tour.
Every
though.
city,
That was a crazy tour.
There was two teams, Team A and Team B. I was Team B, I think. We'll alternate, between cities, like.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, what you guys do before we get to any country, what you guys do, I don't get to see that. My partner Dwayne don't get to see that because we with him, we with the client all the time, and I know it's a lot of stuff that goes into us landing in the country,
of course,
and us going to the hotel. I already know what it is.
Imagine you get to a country
I've been on that
with
side.
this guy with artists,
I know.
And then nothing's ready. You don't know where you're going. He'll fire you on the spot, bro.
Yeah, you're gone.
You're gone.
You don't.
You can't.
You gotta. I always say like, you gotta adjust to the artist.
Yep.
The level of artist, you gotta adjust to whatever level they at. If you can't meet that, you're out of here. You're gonna get replaced, bro. Because there's other people that can do your job. So either you step up or you don't.
Yep.
You sing or you swim.
You gotta step up, like with this guy.
And I think the whole Believe tour, everybody stepped up.
Of course, yeah.
We had a great team, bro.
Man, that's what got me.
You guys had a great team because everybody that was there, bro, like, was no egos. There was nobody that had an ego. Everybody did their job.
No, of course, bro.
When we had a meeting, I remember having a meeting with the whole staff, and everybody just listened. Everybody did their shit, and I'm like,
of course,
man,
bro.
this is gonna be good.
We're there to support you
because I'm not used to that.
Gotta make it. We know where you're going. Our stuff is hard. We can't even imagine what you're going through, bro. Because you're dealing with him
back then.
One-on-one.
Back then, you couldn't imagine, right?
Nope.
But then, who? Nobody knew that.
Nobody knew that.
That you was gonna be that guy. That you was gonna be me by yourself. And then you was experiencing him at a different age, right? But it was still hard, dog.
Bro.
Ain't nothing about it, bro. It's still hard, bro.
It's the hardest artist I've ever done in my whole life, my whole career, man.
Sink or swim, bro.
Yeah. I went from 0 to 1,000 in an instant.
You gotta adapt, and you did. You did good, bro.
Yeah.
Because
I did,
I was watching
bro.
from the outside looking in, and I'm like, he's still there. I mean, it's for a reason.
Exactly, bro.
People don't last there, dog.
They don't last, bro.
But you did good, Evert. And when I first met you, when I first meet anybody, bro, I give them respect because you never know what's gonna happen after that.
Yep.
And my impression, like whatever impression you get from me, can be bad or can be good. It can help you or it can't help you. I'd rather help you, bro. When I was thrown in the fire, bro, like nobody told me nothing, bro. And I would hate for somebody else to go through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And another thing, like I never got comfortable being in my job.
You can't.
That's key though.
That's key.
And
You can't.
and doing what you're doing, you guys were doing so much stuff. Anybody that got comfortable was out of there.
Gone.
What do you think about that? Being comfortable in our industry, bro.
Man, I've seen it so many times, bro.
I know you've seen it. I see it all the time,
Bro.
Sometimes I keep my mouth shut because I'm like, sometimes you can't really help those people, bro.
You can't.
You try to talk to them and they're like, they're zoned out, like they know it all. Once you think you know it all, you're out of there.
Exactly.
'Cause it's an industry that there's no book on it.
There's not.
You got to learn it on the spot. You understand? And when you learn it on the spot, you can't write that up. But when you get comfortable, what happens, Evert?
You're gone, bro. Like people get comfortable, like, oh, it's easy. It doesn't matter. I'll be late. You can't, bro. When you less expect it, bro, something happens, and then you're
Everything
gone.
changes on
Everything
the spot.
Like you catch a client on a bad day. That's it. It's your fault. You're gone. I want somebody else. You're home.
But
You're
if you treat the job, not just bodyguard work, if you treat any job like it's your last, you're always gonna last.
of course, bro. That's how I treated just JB, bro. You know, when I first started there, bro, I knew, like you said, like he went through, because I started in 2013 as at the advance, and then I will help you guys out in Miami.
You saw
stuff
it
like
from
that.
a different side first.
I helped you guys in Miami, but then I went full time in 2015. That's when I was like, it was like, wow, from 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when I got to put in the work.
Yeah.
And I seen how many people came and went,
Yeah.
like this, bro. Big guys, small guys.
Because they
it
got
didn't matter.
comfortable.
It didn't matter what you look like, who you were, nothing. If the client's not happy with you, bro, you're gone, bro. If you're not doing your job right, you're gone, bro. So I have to step up. I have to literally,
They
bro.
pay for a certain service, bro.
People don't
And-
understand that, bro. Like you
and
gotta
just
go
because-
above and beyond.
No, because the thing is this forever, because they pay for a service, right? And you're there for a month, you're there for 2 months. You see them every day. You know, you talk to them. Some people don't talk to them, but you're there for so long that you think you figure it all out. It's the day that they want to go this way.
Exactly.
They want to go left, and you want to go right.
With a client like that, yeah.
So you always gotta wait on what the fuck is going on,
Yeah.
bro.
No, bro, you always gotta be sharp, man. You know, always gotta be on point, bro. You know, you can
never get comfortable,
never
dog.
get comfortable, bro.
That's deaf in any industry, dog. And I always talk about that. There's two different worlds, right? There's regular 9 to 5 people, and then there's corporate people, and then there's the fantasy world, which is the world that really makes the world go round with money. The people that don't sleep, the people that are really getting millions of dollars, the people that are doing. I was gonna say something, a bad word, but I'm not gonna say that. The people that are really making money don't sleep. While the regular people go to sleep, we're in this world that I call the fantasy world because it's unreal to regular people.
They don't understand.
They
no.
don't
You can't
understand.
you
There's
can't-
really money in this thing. The money's real, right? The people are fake. And I always say that it's a movie. It's the same movie, different characters, same characters, but different people playing the characters.
No, you say fantasy world because you know,
It's unreal.
like normal, like you know, like people like us, you know, that we're not millionaires, stuff like that. You know, we can't live at that level. You know, like you said, like
Yeah.
you can do anything at any moment, go anywhere in the world.
I always say that
buy
every day's a
any
Monday.
car.
Every day's
It
a
doesn't
weekend.
matter, bro. When
There's
you
no
have-
days. There's no
When
time.
you have money like that, you can do absolutely anything, bro.
On a Monday, I can go to London.
Exactly.
I
bro.
can jump on a jet and go to London.
We
on,
Beaver,
on a,
bro.
on a Wednesday,
Bro,
I
with
can
Beaver.
come back.
We didn't we live out of a suitcase? Everything ready.
Listen,
'Cause
bro, I
you
still
could be,
live out- I
you could
still
be
live
now.
out of-
You
out
could
of
be
a
here
suitcase.
doing whatever, and then in 2 hours you're on a jet to a different country. It's wild,
It's
bro.
insane, bro.
It's insane.
And then when we do that, you live the same life I
Yeah.
live. You go from being in Florida one day
To be in China.
to
be in
10
Tokyo.
hours later,
To
you're
be
in China.
in Paris,
right?
bro.
It's different time zone. 6 hours ahead, 7 hours ahead, whatever it is. And then from there, you're on another spot with a different time
Yep.
zone. Right there,
Yep.
you already lost track of time.
Exactly.
You don't know what time it is,
Yep.
and it doesn't even matter. Because when people are sleeping in Florida, where we live at, it's daytime, wherever the fuck
Exactly.
we at.
You landed. It's time to work, bro.
There's no time.
Whatever
There's no
he wants to
days.
do, whatever the client wants to
When
do.
it's Monday here, it's Tuesday somewhere
Exactly,
else.
bro.
So me, bro, like what I got out of it, bro, is just like when you got money like that, there's no time, there's no days. For
Nope.
me, even now, I don't have that type of money. But I got the mindset
Exactly.
of there's no days, bro. I'm gonna work every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
We didn't have a schedule, bro.
There's no schedule.
There's no schedule, bro.
Irregular schedule for irregular type of money. You want to make regular money? Go to 9 to 5, bro. Clock in, clock out. I don't clock out, bro. When do you clock out sometimes, ever?
Man, I could be.
No, when you get a call, be like, hey, we're going to let's say we're going to Atlanta, we're gonna hit New York, and then we're going to Cali. Once you leave, you say bye to your family. Like, you're already at the airport. You clocked in, right? There's no like punching sheet. It's mental.
Yeah.
You clocked in, right? And then you gone for 2 weeks. That shit's weird.
It is
bro.
weird, man.
People, while we gone for 2 weeks, people go 8 hours here, dude. Clock in,
and
go
go
home, walk the dog.
Exactly. They got
Yo,
their food's
they go watch
ready.
their
Their food,
Netflix and all that.
food could be ready. They're gonna watch their show with their family.
Meanwhile, they're doing that every day, Monday through Friday. They look up to the weekend. Yo, it's Friday. Let's go do this.
They're like
It's
Friday.
Saturday,
It's
and then
Thursday.
Sunday.
It's Thursday. It's almost Friday. You know, we're like that doesn't matter with us.
It doesn't matter why ever. The fantasy world has no clock. It has no time. We have an irregular schedule to make irregular type of money, but it's real money in there.
It is.
You know, people don't get that, and you can only talk to people that are woke to that. I realized when I was already too deep in the industry that I couldn't think the same way. I couldn't think like my boys. I couldn't think like my family. I couldn't think like my friends at all. I couldn't think like women that I met when I come back home. I was too far in because I always work and I miss days, weekends. I miss holidays. I miss birthdays, barbecues. I miss all that because when we working, our clients are out. Those holidays, those weekends, you know what I'm saying? That's when they make their money.
Yep.
So we working. So to us, everybody's having fun back home, but we working. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I was always on that. I try to pay attention, right? But I never did. So when I looked up and be like, hey, bro, I miss like all this stuff with my kid. My family's doing this. Like, yo, you never come home for birthday. It's Thanksgiving and I'm working. It's Christmas. I miss it.
It's hard, man.
When I realized I was like 18, 19, 20 years deep,
Man.
bro. When did you realize? I want to know from you, though, because I know I'm not the only one, bro. When did you realize that, damn, I've been gone for a minute?
Man, it's funny you say that because that's the reason why I moved back to Miami. I was in Cali for like almost 6 years.
Bro, when you moved to California,
I moved to
I'm
Cali,
like, yo,
bro.
you weird, bro.
Exactly.
But I was being weird thinking I was living in Colorado for 5 years.
Bro, you follow work and then you
follow work, bro.
You're like, oh, I'll be there a few months, maybe a year, bro. Years come fly
yo,
by,
when
bro.
you got your license in California, I said, yo, this guy's crazy. People used to tell me when I was in Colorado for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, hey, you should get a license. You live out here. I said, no, I don't live here. I live in Florida.
Exactly, yeah.
I always told myself, I don't live where I work. Because if I do, that means I moved. In my head, I try to tell myself, I don't live here. But then 4 years deep, people were telling me like, bro, you here. Go get a license. I'm like, what?
I know, bro.
But when you did it, I said, yo, Evert moved his whole family
bro.
too.
I moved my family, bro.
Oh my God.
You know, we're too far, bro. Just move my family there, you know?
You did.
And then that's, I realized, like 3 years ago, I was like, man, this is not worth it, bro. I've missed Christmases, I've missed Thanksgiving. My son's birthday, Justin, the same birthday as one of my clients, Kylie Jenner. I missed every other birthday. I
was at her birthday, but not your family.
Her birthday, not my son's birthday.
I know,
Christmas
bro.
morning,
I know, bro.
I opened gifts for my son, but I had to go to work an hour later, you know?
Damn.
So I was like, it's not worth it. Money is not worth missing my family, my kids. I did it for so many years. It's like, I'm going to go back to Miami, bro.
You was like a robot.
I mean, the money was good in Cali, but family and all that time missed, it's like, it's not worth it, bro. So I just moved back,
money's
bro.
worth time with your family. But at the end of the day, you have to work. And you fell into an industry that you fell into. Either you're going to make the money or you're gonna make regular money, which is not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, man, will step up. I'm the wrong shoulder to lean on. Hey, I miss my kids. I'll do that. Don't tell me that, bro, because I miss a lot of my kids' shit. You know what I'm saying? But only real men will step up.
Yep.
When people tell me, hey, I haven't seen my kids in 2 weeks, I say, bro, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I haven't seen my kid in a month, 2 months, 3 months. Why? Because I'm a provider. It's a sacrifice.
Bro.
It's a sacrifice that we talk about.
You're thinking about them, bro. You're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about them. You're working. You gotta make money. You gotta take care of your family, bro.
Is this a different sacrifice? And it's something that we're gonna talk about more ever. We don't have too much time because it's the first ever podcast with Hugo, and I know a lot of the people can relate to us because we worked together for a long time. But you're gonna come back and we're gonna chop it up even more.
100%, man.
This
bro,
is
we got a lot. We got a lot.
We got so much shit to talk about. And a lot of the people that seen us working together, they know who we work for. And we're gonna talk more about that, how it is to deal with you guys, because you guys drove us crazy.
Yep.
But now that you're older, you can understand what
exactly.
we dealt with.
It was nuts,
we run
man.
into a lot of you guys a lot of time, and the same story that I always get, and I'm sure you get that. I'm not like that no more. But whatever, that's gonna be on the next one, bro. Evert, I'm glad you came. We just got out the plane. We worked like a couple days.
Matching, bro. We're matching.
Yeah, we worked. We really got off the plane, bro. Came here because you live so far away, and this is the only way we can do it. Yep. But there's gonna be more. You guys gonna get to know more of Evert. Evert don't really talk. I don't really talk.
I don't talk much, bro.
I'm talking more, but I'm gonna make sure Evert opens up, and we're gonna talk about the shit that we go through. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I appreciate you, Evert.
Thank you, bro.
For sure,
Thank you for having me, bro.
Let's get it, dog.